What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's vlog. It's Thursday the 3rd of October and I'm starting today's vlog in the garden because I thought I'd show you everything that's been going on over the past couple of days since we had the flood. So as you can see behind me there, that's where they put the sandbags. So basically the sandbags stop the water from coming in here and down these steps here, because this is the main issue here, the steps. The steps are a massive issue because the water just pours down here. So hopefully with those bags, well, we had a bit of rain last night, which I'm going to show you now, and how the pump works. We had a bit of rain last night, but the pump has been working since they've swapped over the tubing. They did the tubing yesterday, so the tubing looks a hell of a lot better now. And yeah, well, I'll show you now how it works. Alright, so basically this is the pump here. This is the flotation device. So when this goes up fully vertically, if you watch, it kicks in and it starts to drain all of the water out. Now you'll see the water drains away pretty quickly. You can see it going through this pipe, out, goes through this pipe all the way up there and out into the canal. So at the minute this is working fine, and we know that it drops down to a like sustainable level because the float stops and it cuts off the pump. But for now, as you can see it all draining out now. This pipe here is from the street, so there's no outlet here. So the only outlet is this pump. These are all inlets. I don't know if you can see down there, but that's another pipe. That's another inlet. It's not an outlet. So you can see here, this is where you can see the water now coming out of the trap. So once this float gets down, you'll hear it click, and then it'll stop with what it's doing. But this is Vanellope's room. This is where the water gets into, and you can see here, there, the pump's just stopped now. But you can see here, this is where the water's getting into with these two holes. And then this is our bedroom, so it just gets all the way in at the bottom of here. But now it's dropped down. As you can see, that's the level that it'll drop down to, and then it'll pop back up again, and then it'll work. But you can see here where it's all soaked, where it's not been good to the brickwork. But last time when it came into the house, it was actually up to this level here. So it was 3 steps up across. It was up here on the door trying to get in. So yeah, it's not good. So as I say, this was done earlier yesterday, or late on yesterday afternoon. They've fixed the pump now. The pump works perfectly. We had a really good night last night where even though we got up and looked out the window, it was still acceptable to sleep, because you weren't worrying all the time of is it going to come in, is it going to come in, is it not going to come in, and stuff like that. So that's a massive weight off mine and Sarah's shoulders. And we had Sarah's birthday on Wednesday, Imogen's on Tuesday, so it's not been good at all, and it's affected Sarah massively got to her, because it's just like, you know, it's back again and it's not good, and hopefully this is the last time it's going to do it. But it doesn't help as well with all these toys of Vanellope's that were in there. So I've picked all of her old toys out of there that she was using in the hot tub and stuff. I've actually started to deflate the hot tub now. It's going to go away till next summer, and then we'll take everything in that we normally do, like the barbecue and everything else, get it all. In fact, the barbecue up there, that's going. We got a new one, but we just didn't have time to do a barbecue this year, so we've got a brand new barbecue waiting for next year. We'll probably get a couple of times to use it, but obviously we're going over to Florida for a month, so we probably won't get to use it as much as we would do. But if you was to ask me if I'd rather have a barbecue over Florida, I think you know the answer to that. So I'm going to nip over now to pick the kids up from school, and then I'm not sure where this day is heading today.
Later that same evening.
Alright guys, back over at the studio now. Now sorted out the pump back over at the house. It's just actually started to rain again. It was raining earlier today as well, as you know, but it started to really thump down now, which is I'm kind of apprehensive about it. I'm not, because we've got them sensors that go off if the water gets in the house, so it gives us a heads up for me to get up, go outside and round the back. But in an ideal world, or a pretty simplistic world, I shouldn't have to do that, neither should anybody else. So hopefully the pump is going to start working. I have checked the levels before I came over here and they had dropped, so it must be working properly. I've had to send 2 rolls of this back. This is the BQ filament. The spool, weirdly enough, had cracked right down the middle. on both of them, so I don't know whether it was a bad batch. I did match the batches up to the other batch numbers that I had, and they were different, so maybe this is a bad batch, I don't know. So I'm going to get 2 more ordered because they're going to refund me for it now, so I can get it ordered. Going to get them ordered and get them out. It is a really nice white. It's what I use for all the first order and armour parts, so looking pretty cool. As you can see down here, this one is printing a belt for the Scout Trooper. That's probably the last part actually that we need, that we haven't got a picture of. So once that's finished, then that armour can officially go up for sale, which is a really, really big positive in my life, because at the minute I need the armour to be selling. It's Christmas in what, around 3 months time, so yeah, 2 months time. It's twitchy arse time, I think, or twitchy bum time, as Fergie used to say at Manchester United. So this filament down here on the floor, what I'm doing with this is it's got like little bits left on it, maybe 20 meters left on it. So what I've been doing is I've been printing pieces for the T21, which is a massive blaster. I don't actually know if I've got the T21 piece. Oh yeah, I have. This is one of the pieces to it. This is the front section. You can't actually see in there, but it looks, oh yeah, you can. There, can you see it looks like a turbine inside? So that's come out really, really nice. And this was used just on the bits, the stragglers that I had left over. So Porsche's over here again with me tonight. We're gonna finish off here, then we're gonna head back over to the house. We're gonna get everything sorted out over there. I'm gonna check in with Sarah before I end tonight's vlog. I'm going to start ending the vlogs from the house because that's what we used to do. And that beast is coming down in the next 5 days to be dressed up for Halloween with the Holomus tree. Everybody's been asking about the Holomus tree, and the Holomus tree is coming back. We're starting a trend. It started off last year. It was really popular on some websites, so much so that we've decided that we are going to bring the Holomus tree back. And it's going to make its illustrious return in the next 5 to 7 working days. Give or take the weekends, obviously, because a working day is Monday to Friday. If you Dave, a working day is 365 days a year. In fact, I used to get a guy I used to work with. He used to think I was insane for wanting to work on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. But do you know what? New Year's Day and New Year's Eve, as long as you're home for everybody to say they're not going to smoke again, swear again, they're not going to eat anything unhealthy again, to then go against everything they've said on the 3rd of January. It doesn't really matter, does it? So that's why. So I'm going to head home now. I'm going to go and see my beautiful, amazing wife, and then I will end today's vlog.
2,000 years later.
Alright, it's the night after, and like the tramp that I am, I've got food down my top. But I just wanted to... Yeah, I've had my haircut, if you're wondering, because it's going to look pretty weird that I've had my haircut that late at night, but I haven't had it done the day before. But it's just a quick one before I end the vlog. I promised now that the vlogs will be up on time. They'll be up between 4 and 6 o'clock in the evening. We have passed the hurdle now with the pump and everything else, and we're looking forward to vlogging. Tomorrow's vlog is a good one, so make sure you tune in and watch it. So do not forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already. Make sure you click the notification bell, it does nothing. Make sure you leave us a comment if you can, and we will see you guys tomorrow because we do this every single day.